Welcome back to Han Took Shots First. I'm Derek.
I'm Jack. That's her cleavage.
I just realized we didn't introduce ourselves last time because we were too busy fucking up.
Well, I know, and this is where we should be distracted.
Right?
Fucking
Well, I'm trying to be professional.
I'm
I'm trying to be professional in front of Jennifer Beals, dude.
Think I have a chance with her? Think she likes a younger man that's in much worse shape than herself?
You don't know what her kink is.
I wish I did.
This week, we are talking about Chapter 4 of the Book of Boba Fett, The Gathering Storm.
Let's just double up on these so we can save on gas, y'all.
This is one of the coolest and worst
shit, you know
scenes.
What? That's... The guys that are doubling up are the ones that he took the speeders from before.
Well, that's why they got pissed at him and they killed all his friends.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly. I mean, Fennec Shand, yeah, she talks about it.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe if we do this. Well, that's just sexist.
It's not sexist, it's pervy.
What face?
Put my head over her head. It's going to look tremendous.
None of this will make sense to people listening on audio, but our background is a screenshot of the gorgeous Jennifer Beals playing whatever Garga Flip.
Yeah.
Garza Flip.
Garza Flip. Yeah, I would drink that.
Looking amazing at 60 years old, and we're just being perverts about it and disrespecting her because we're jerks.
I mean, we're also trying to be respectful about it, even though we are disrespectful jerks. We were just talking about how she looks amazing for her age. But she doesn't even look amazing for her age, dude.
Yeah.
She looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like, end.
Yeah.
Low key. Frill.
I knew girls I went to school with in college that didn't look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know girls I dress up as that don't look as good as that.
And this episode is directed by Kevin, I'm going to butcher it, Tancherone.
Okay.
I'm going to go with that.
Tancherone.
He does a bunch of TV. He's got a show that he directed most of, or all of, I think, on Netflix that I have on my watch list because it looks interesting. It has...
Depression. You are so not namey. Fucking over here being like fucking anti-namey Winehouse. It is easier for this man to pull a DVD off his shelf to figure out the name than it is for his fucking brain to use itself and figure it out. Michelle Yen?
Michelle Yao.
Yow.
I'm good, dude. It has Michelle Yao in it. It looks interesting. I have it on my list, but I haven't watched it. But he also directed, he's done a bunch of TV, like I said, a bunch of the different Arrowverse shows, like pretty much all of them at one point or another.
Okay.
And then like 12 or 13 episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so he worked with Ming-Na Wen before. Oh, look there, I got a name.
Yeah, you got that name right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she'll master assassin you right now. Dead.
Oh. Maybe I'll say it wrong next time.
You know you're going to die, right? Yep. Price you got to pay.
We've got the same writing team here. I'm pretty sure Favreau's just the head writer, and maybe this guy just went and inserted himself because it just says staff writer on all of his credits.
Uh-huh.
He's like, I wrote this.
I'm putting my fucking name on this thing, man. Fuck you.
And it originally aired January 19th, 2022. So this one is mostly flashback. Flashback to.
Yes.
I don't know why I can't remember that. It's
You're
the
not as good
easiest
as
thing
me.
in the world. I like your name, by the way. I just saw that.
Oh, thanks.
Because that's one of the coolest parts of the episode.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
So it's a
Listeners,
flashback.
my name is Gonky Kong.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. His flashback, it's him, he's going to check out Jabba's palace because apparently that's where the biker gang hangs out, who he thinks are the people responsible for killing his whole family because the spray paint marking was on the tent.
Yeah.
But, much like episode 4, when it was like, oh, we made it look like it was Tusken Raiders, but only stormtroopers can be that accurate. So,
yeah, we see how accurate stormtroopers can be.
So it's probably a little misdirection. I don't know if we ever actually find out. That's a season 2 storyline that got dropped.
No, we get. I'm pretty sure we get it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the finale covers it.
I literally remember after this, I was like, and then it becomes Mandalorian, and Boba Fett's not in the show, but he is.
He is. There's 2 episodes that are Mandalone episodes And then there is the finale, which is back here, where it's Boba and everybody defending, and Mando
that's
comes
right.
back.
They get back to Tatooine, and then
they get back to
they team up.
Tatooine.
So I did notice. I don't know if I've seen this before, or I just never
Get
noticed.
back to the choppa.
But he's out there spying on the palace, trying to see what the guards are and all that stuff. You've got the two suns in the background, and it does the dissolve to night, and there's 3 moons.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that might be something people know. I've never seen it. I don't think, I've never noticed.
I think we see it in the Rebels cartoon when Maul and Obi-Wan duel for the final time.
Okay, that would make sense because I don't think we've seen a lot of
great
nighttime
fucking scene,
Tatooine.
by the way. Can't wait to get there.
I think this show has the most nighttime Tatooine we've ever seen.
Okay.
And most of it's ground level stuff, like it was when Boba Fett was fighting the dog monster. And
yeah,
shit,
I guess I didn't even think about that. Like live action, do we even see night?
I'm pretty sure this is the first time in this show. Not right now, but in this show in general.
Probably hard to shoot at night and fucking.
Well, there's some Obi-Wan that
Yuma.
happens at night on Tatooine.
Sure. Okay.
But again, they're not showing the sky. He's, that's when he's looking for baby Luke and all that. So.
Hiding a toddler under his trench coat. Peak cinema.
Speaking of peak cinema, this Bantha acting like a dog that's also a human is hilarious because
Didn't know I needed that.
He's sitting there eating, and like everybody's had a dog stare at them for food. This dude not only is staring at Boba Fett for the food, but he's licking his lips like a dude. He's just like.
The way I was watching with Jessica Biel, Jennifer Beals,
and I was laughing my ass off when they show. He's like, "You want some of this, boy?" And they show his tail, and he's just wagging his tail, literally like a dog. I was just like, "Okay,
imagine this thing fucking hitting you when he starts getting happy." I've had dogs knocking shit off the table before. This thing would knock you off your fucking chair.
I thought you were going to say, imagine this Bantha humping you. Don't jump up and hump. Well, it doesn't matter now.
Imagine this thing taking a shit in your kitchen. It would be your kitchen. Well, we live in this now.
But Boba Fett, off in the distance, spots the flares from Chapter 5 going up in the air.
Uh-huh. It took me a second, too. I was like, what is he seeing? Like,
the first one, I was like, "What? I don't know what this is."
It was the second one that clued me in.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, "Oh, it's the scene with Toro Calican and Amando trying to get Fennec Shand." So he goes off and finds her, and we get what happened at the end of that episode. He takes her to the mod parlor to save her life.
Did you recognize this dude?
I don't recognize him. I had to look him up. He's apparently a musician.
Yeah, I know the music. It's Thundercat.
Yeah, his name is Thundercat.
But as soon as I saw him, he was so mediocre at acting, but also the focal point. I was like, this is a guy. This is somebody. Like, if I didn't know what T-Pain looked like, I would think it was him.
I didn't look too deep into his stuff because he did have a couple of acting credits, but it was mostly like songs for movies. I'm wondering if he did songs for Robert Rodriguez at some point or something.
Yeah,
but Robert Rodriguez does a lot of his own music too, so I don't know.
He might just like the guy, or Disney's working on something with him.
That was going to be my my name instead of gonna have a montage. I was gonna be Thunderfat.
I like this one better.
But yeah, he's like a music producer. He's a singer, and everything I read, I looked him up, looked at a couple different places to see if I could get more information. Everything said producer, singer, bassist. So apparently he is known for bass playing.
All right.
Big question mark.
You sure it wasn't racist? Maybe he just hates honkies.
I feel like they're doing a callback for episode 4 because when Boba walks in with Fennec Shand, he's like, "Aren't you a little old to be here?"
Yeah.
I mean, it could be anything, but just with it being Star Wars, I feel like someone was like, "It's like that thing that she said to the guy."
Or you're just conditioned to think that. I just took it more as like, dude, you're fucking. This is a young kid's game, you boomer. This is the equivalent of imagine a fucking 65-year-old. I mean, I guess tattoo artists aren't judgmental, but if a 65-year-old walked into a movie tattoo parlor, everyone were like, "Aren't you a little too old for ink?"
Yeah.
You know, real life, everyone like, "Dude, let's get you fucking inked up, old man."
In real life, if a 65-year-old showed up at like a Trippie Redd concert or something, who I don't know who that is, except I know that my daughter has gone to one of his concerts, which is why it came into my head.
That's how you know it's good.
But I love he sets him down. He's like, this woman's about to die. And then he just plunks down a bag of cash. And fucking Thundercat's like, well, you should have started with that, dude.
I hate some of the mods in this room. Some of the subtle ones are cool, but the guy that has like the big fucking eyes, you look ridiculous.
Well, it's the difference between like someone who just soups up their car and someone who puts on a big spoiler and like fenders and
That's why
a
I hate it.
fucking cherry bomb thing on the tailpipe and all that shit.
Yeah, that's
but
why
it
I hate
doesn't
it.
actually fix the car.
I also hate Thundercat's arm.
So
The
I
hand,
read
was, like the big fucking claw hand. I was like, there's no way that's fucking useful. Then he puts on like the egg beater, and I was like, well, huh.
So I read in the trivia, someone who's nerdier than you apparently.
They don't exist.
Apparently, it's a battle droid arm from one of the ones from the prequels.
Oh
And
yeah,
it can be like you can replace the tool at the end, which is what like the picture I have here. He has the one that seems like
That's
a
the egg
functional
beater.
one for what he's doing though.
he's
got
gonna
like
make,
a little.
He's gonna make a frittata.
He's got a little spinny blade and a little flamethrower. I don't know.
Yeah. The flamethrower is for charring the outside. The spinning blade is for cutting the pieces of frittata.
I mean, it's again like the mods in the last episode. It's a cool concept. I just
Yeah.
don't think it's super well executed.
I do like it a little bit more that it's a battle droid arm, but not enough.
But this is where we get a montage.
I'm talking about a montage.
Because it's like 5 minutes of him like doing all this shit, like zipping around the room. The camera's doing the Michael Bay swinging around movements, and like
Will Smith just sitting there breathing heavy,
this probably isn't
tired from smacking people.
the music probably isn't by Ludwig Göransson or his little sidekick that we talked about on the first episode, but it's probably a Thundercat song.
Yep. That's why they did it. They're like, we'll make you a 5-minute music video in this episode.
So he gets her all fixed up, takes her out, and they're hanging out in the desert. Well, this is a little later because he has his ship back, but it's the same scene. Without just erase the ship.
Yeah, put the bantha instead of a ship.
Yeah. I thought I pulled both, but I guess I didn't.
That's okay. They can imagine a bantha.
Well, like she wakes up and she's like, "What the fuck happened? Like, where am I?" And he's like, "You're Fennec Shand." And she's like, "I didn't say who am I."
Yeah.
I said, "Where
I mean,
am I?"
dude, how jarring would it be to come back from the brink of death? Like, huh? Well, first of all, I'm alive. Oh my God, what happened to my stomach? Why is it pistons down there now?
Why is this man made of scars sitting across from me?
Yeah. I do like the back of because she's like, let me guess, I'm worth more alive. He's like, yeah, you are. I'll pay you double. He's like, I don't want money. And she kind of looks at him like, did you want to fuck? Because that would kind of be hot. All right.
She's like, "But who are you?" Time
I'm
number
Boba
3
Fett.
or 4. I'm Boba Fett.
I'm Boba Fett. He doesn't
I thought-
do like the old school, I'm Boba Fett. It's, I'm Boba Fett.
He's got an I in his name when he's from New Zealand instead of an E.
Yeah, Boba Fett.
I mean, he is a little Boba Fett here, but
He's getting there.
she's like, she's like, "No, Boba Fett's dead." And he's like, "No, I was left for dead. And then I fucking fought my way out. Let me recap the first 3 episodes of the series for you."
I understand that he's upset that he's like left for dead, but man, Derek, we're good friends, and if I saw you fall into a Sarlacc pit, I'm assuming that you're dead.
Yeah.
Why would any of these, especially there's no allegiance? That's one of the big things he's looking for now is allegiance because he feels like all these bounty hunters and scum should have come after him.
Yeah.
No fucking way, dude. You're a commodity. You're a fucking weapon to these people.
You're the
And
first person to ever escape a Sarlacc also. So
Correct. That we know of. If we had more listeners, some nerd out there would be like, actually, in the book, yada yada.
But he tells her about, like, being rescued by the Tuskens and being trained by them and da-da-da. And then they were all killed by speed bikers. And she's like, "Yeah, I don't think it was speed bikers that killed a bunch of Tusken Raiders, dude."
No. Only Imperial droids can be that precise. Wait, what? No.
Roger.
Hey, were they more accurate than stormtroopers?
Probably.
Probably. It couldn't be
At
less.
least they were computers, so it's got to help.
Yeah. They did lose the Jar Jar.
Yeah. And all he did was spill a bunch of balls.
But he was a Sith Lord, so.
I mean, he literally Home Aloned them. He spilled marbles and they fell down.
But like even better than that, he Mr. Magoo'd him because he did it on accident.
But he's like, I need you to help recover my fire spray gunship. It's cold.
We
Not
never
the
called it
slave one.
the Slave One. We won't call it the Slave One now. It's called the Fire Spray.
So she's like, all right, I'll help you out. But if I do, my debt is paid. And he's like, as you wish.
And it was at that moment that when Boba Fett said, as you wish, what he meant was, I love you. We can skip the whole Rancor pod if you don't want.
So they go scout out the palace. She has this pretty cool little scanner droid doodad.
Yeah.
The sequence is cool, but also maybe don't have 15 really bright red lights on your stealth robot.
Oh, maybe Jabba has these things, or Bib Fortuna has these things all over. Like it just a droid doing this kind of thing is so second nature to everybody now.
Yeah, because a lot of them, the thing is smart enough to hide from a lot of the guards and stuff. But like the guys going down the stairs were the ones that stuck out to me, because this dude's going down a spiral staircase. The droid hides, but then it zips right past them. It's like, wait till they turn the corner and then go up the stairs.
Yeah, but did you see that fucking red thing come straight up? Let's go check it out.
But it is a cool little piece of technology, because like it gets them this readout where they get to see the thing and they're like, that's way too many guards.
There's a lot of fucking guards.
Like it comes back and it's just like, so plan B, we don't storm the palace.
But yeah, it's cool because, they're like, hey, we need to figure out their patrols. And luckily, this giant, impenetrable fortress has a man-sized sewer. John McClane-sized sewers.
You had to get Jabba shits out of there, so.
Ew, and correct.
It didn't have those sewers when the spider monks were living there, but once Jabba moved in, he's like, Baba do my hozabo, which means retrofit them sewage pipes.
You see how much this dude's eating. The droids are making, how much food the droids are making. He's got man-sized bowels.
Well, and it's not even the sewers, it's the grease trap, because it comes right up into the kitchen, which, again, still makes sense.
Blood and bile and entrails and shit. Well, I guess it's worse than actual feces.
And we meet Chef Grievous. These two robots, the chef one and then the other one there that's like I think it's the same as the 99 one that Luke Skywalker played.
Yeah, it's also, I'm pretty sure that he's in episode 6 as Jabba's.
Yeah, we've seen this guy a lot of times.
He's doing the droid interviews. That's what he is.
Oh, yeah, okay. But like in the subtitles, it said Chef Droid, and then it said Sous Chef Droid, and that very much made me laugh.
Oh, I wish I would have watched subtitles for that reason alone, dude. Jesus. That's fun. Yeah, the Grievous droid, for people that haven't watched it, I mean, it's a 6-arm butcher knife thing. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. And he's just fucking chopping broccoli. And then as soon as there's like he hears a noise, but when he sees, almost said Mando, Boba, he just fucking goes all arms up and then just starts spinning him like Grievous, dude. It's quite cool.
And apparently the internet hated it, but what don't they hate? So...
We are getting a lot of fan service, and I'm fine with it. Like, coming up, we are going to hear a depth charge for the second time in this series.
And I think this is the coolest one because it's not in space.
And I'm not complaining about it.
Yeah.
Like, that's just me saying, like, it's people understood. They're like, the best part of the prequels? The depth charge, the sound. Hit him with the depth charge. Anytime this franchise is plummeting, hit him with a depth charge.
Like, they take out the first droid, the sous chef.
Yeah,
and then,
sorry, buddy. You're demoted.
Fennec sneaks up behind Chef Grievous and like cuts this dude's throat like a mobster.
With an acid knife or something.
It's, whatever it is, it's fucking crazy. I've never thought I would see a droid get taken out by just a straight up, like, but from the back assassin. But it's got that little thin fucking neck stump, so she's just like, shoot.
Neck stump.
Well, it's a stump now. It
started off as a neck.
It was a neck stick, is what I was going for. It becomes
it's
a neck
stump now. Yeah.
But they did call for a rat catcher droid before all that happened because they thought they heard rats. And this little dude shows up, and I don't know what this little thing is. It's kind of funny, but mostly the funny thing is when Boba Fett starts chasing this thing around like Ratatouille through the fucking kitchen, and it like goes down through the oven, and it's like trying to get past the flames. Boba Fett has a great line where he's trying to grab it. He's like, "Oh, where'd you go?" Like he gets so fucking New Zealand.
He
"Oh, where'd
means
you
it.
go? Where'd you go?"
Where'd you go? It's a little too Disney for me.
It's not a great scene. I was
reminded me
laughing
of-
about the one delivery particular
Oh, of
in
course.
particular.
It reminded me a little too much of Little Mermaid when Sebastian's running around the kitchen.
I mean, I did say Ratatouille, didn't I?
Yeah, but he's not running around the kitchen. He's running a kitchen.
Well, somebody tries to catch him at some point, don't they?
Yeah, the head
Yeah.
chef guy. But
Yeah.
that's in an alley.
Oh, okay.
I think.
So maybe I was thinking of Little Mermaid.
Maybe we're.
I've never actually seen Ratatouille. I've just seen clips of it. Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun. Janine Garofalo, Will Arnett, come on.
Sharks of the Corn? Virus shark? Cocaine shark? Sharktopus? Yeah, those are all real movies. Join me, Steve Coates, as each week I take a comedic look at the bizarre world of sharksploitation cinema on Bucket of Chum, the Shark Movie Podcast.
Hey, mister, I got an extra $3. I was wondering if there's any way you know I can spend it.
Have you heard of Patreon?
Never heard of it. What is it?
You go to patreon.com/worstpeople, give me your $3, and you can listen to a bunch of stuff that's way too inappropriate for your age.
Oh, well, I'm actually pretty old. I just sound like this. It's like the Benjamin Button thing. But anyway, I was going to ask you, what if I got my mom to give me a couple more bucks and I could, give you more money?
Oh, that's even better. You can get ad-free with $5.
$5?
You also can get access to Latchkey Vids, our TV recap show of forgotten 90s garbage.
Oh my God, I don't even know what that is, but I'm excited for it.
You should be.
So $5 is all I need, and I get no more of these commercials?
No more commercials.
No more commercials.
Oh,
you get
boy.
to hear us talk about a singing cop show and more.
Well, golly gee willikers, Mr. and Miss. Thanks for all the information. I'm going to go see if I can find a mom to give me $5.
Let's go beat that kid up and take his $5.
Oh, no!
It is kind of funny, though,
Garofalo.
when he catches it. And I referenced this on the last episode, but he catches this thing and like holds it up by its neck against the wall, and he's like, "I am Boba Fett." And it's like this thing has one function: it's catch rats. It doesn't know what you just said. It's like the little butter droid from Rick and Morty. It's like, what is my purpose in life? To
Nah.
bring me the butter. No, it's very funny though. But like this thing's
Sure
one
it
purpose
isn't.
in life is to catch rats. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm Boba Fett, and he's like, is that a new type of rat? I don't know what this means.
Is a rat or is not a rat? Is not a rat. Is Boba Fett. All right, well, I don't fucking care.
Dude, it just switches itself off. It's like, don't cut my throat with the acid knife, please.
I saw what you did to fucking Chef Grievous. No, thank you. Look, I can do it. I can do it. Blur.
So they go sneaking around, run into some guards, kill them. The alarm goes off. Big shootout. There's some cool action here. Not a lot of great stuff, but there is some good stuff.
Yeah, so Boba Fett jumps on the ship because she's like, make sure it can fly, otherwise we have to change our game plan. And because of the way that this ship takes off and lands, it is useless in this fight. Because if it was, the Falcon has the upper and lower turrets, the quad lasers that would just pop out and be like, obliterate,
Yeah.
be done. But it's her fighting, and he just scraping this fucking thing. It's like watching your grandpa park, dude. You're just like, that poor fucking Lincoln.
It's like watching Cassian Andor try to steal a TIE interceptor.
There it is, dude. Man, you made a Star Wars reference better than I did. You're talking about my grandpa.
There's no grandpas in Star Wars, dude.
Sheev Palpatine.
I don't think he has kids.
He's raised grandpa.
Technically, he's raised dad, if you want to go that way.
No.
If Jango Fett is Boba Fett's dad,
He's
then
donor.
Sheev
He's
Palpatine.
a donor.
But if that's what he's saying, then Sheev Palpatine is raised dad. Just because he's
No.
old doesn't make him a grandpa.
He had a clone that had a baby. It's his grand clone.
The clone of a clone.
It's his grand clone. It's a copy of a copy.
Oh,
And I've
that's
seen
why. That's why
multiplicity.
she was so like bland, because she's a copy of a copy, and all the detail had gotten Xeroxed out.
It's like multiplicity. I like pizza, Steve. She touched my peppy, Steve.
Wait, so which one's like weirdly homophobic then?
Surprisingly, no, it's not Poe.
Well, if it's got to be one of the clones, so it'd be Big Ugly Guy.
Oh, Snoke.
Yeah, because he strikes me as like an incel type.
We got to talk about this fucking Ben Solo movie that's not going to happen.
I'll watch it if it happens.
It won't, but there is a guerrilla campaign because people found out about it. And so I don't know if you know what's going on.
No, I heard a rumor about it. That's it.
It got leaked that there was a big treatment for it. Adam Driver, and I cannot remember the fucking director's name, worked out a script. They brought the treatment to Disney. Kathleen Kennedy said yes. So before people get all mad about that, it was Iger and whoever else was up there was like, no, because Ben Solo's dead and that's it. They had explained a way for it to either be that he didn't die or different time. But it was the hunt for Ben Solo. And we'll never get that.
Well, if it's the hunt for Ben Solo, then it's before he started calling himself Kylo Ren.
Or he could be back because somehow he returned and he goes by Ben Solo.
But I mean, to make it less lame, it could be before. And and Luke is hunting for him. But then we get more.
I wouldn't mind if they brought him back though, because of the simple fact that now we can do a bunch of stories with him. Adam Driver, I think, is a great actor. I enjoyed the Kylo Ren portrayal, and him as Ben Solo. Give me more of that.
I'd be
fine with it. Give me a trilogy.
You know what I need? I need an in-between quel for the sequels, just to talk about Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren, because we got nothing.
Yeah.
The Knights of Ren were mentioned, and I think we saw them in one shot, and then they were dead.
It's not confirmed. It's just a big speculation that's probably true, that the Knights of Ren might have been started or heavily, heavily influenced by Khmer from Acolyte. I don't know if we talked about it on the episode. I have to go back and listen. But when they at one point when they show him, it's Kylo Ren's theme. Like that just wasn't an accident.
So what you're saying is it'll be a comic book and never a movie because it's somehow tied to the Acolyte.
Yeah.
No matter how much, what's his name, Jason?
Oh shit.
Khmer, the
Manny
Khmer,
Jacinto.
Manny Jacinto. That's why I thought Jason. Jacinto.
Well, he's Jason in Good Place.
Oh, okay.
That's why you thought Jason. As soon as you said it, I was like, I know who he's talking about. Give me a second.
Manny Jacinto.
Manny Jason in tow.
No matter how good he was in that show,
which was great.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen.
Well, it was also really expensive. I mean, besides the fact that people just didn't really enjoy it, it had viewership.
Now,
but
that's a whole other conversation I was just talking to somebody about, because TV shows, movies, they need to quit spending so much fucking money.
Yeah.
They keep blaming us, saying nobody's watching it, it's not making enough money. Make everything not cost $300 million and you can make money.
Can do it. Dude, like lo-fi Star Wars can exist.
Yeah. $11 million. If you adjust that for inflation, what are we talking? Maybe 100?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. But either way, CG is cheaper. So that's what they tell us. Yeah. There's the whole fight. There is a cool part though, which is what your name refers to, Gonky Kong. When Fennec's trying to keep everybody at bay while he's getting the ship started, and there's this Gonk droid, 4-leg one, so like a super battery
for sure,
rolling through this thing. And this gave me video game vibes, but in a good way, because she's like, oh, there's that thing that's red. She fucking blasts this Gonk droid, and it just takes out a bunch of these dudes. It is so fucking cool.
It's like a lithium battery catching fire.
Yeah, it's like she's like, oh, there's a Galaxy 7.
I kind of feel torn about it though, because I'm like, I mean, depending how you feel about robots, like you just fucking murk somebody's friend.
Yeah, but she's also murdering a bunch of people.
The only time Gonk droids aren't as, what's the word?
Sentient?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not as sentient, but
conscious,
there's a real charming one in that Bad Batch show. They call it Gonky. Okay. Real clever. What's your battery's name? Batterino.
Battery. But yeah, like, so she's like, or Boba's like, we got to get this gate open, otherwise we're fucked. She's fighting dudes off on like the cargo bay, or like the loading bay thing. And she's like, a little busy here, whatever. They do this whole thing. He maneuvers the ship. She blasts the counterweight. It opens the door. I think I like that part of the fight when she's on it, because she's like, I don't want to get off the ship because I don't want to get left behind, because she doesn't fully trust him yet.
I'm cringing at like, the ship scraping. It's my favorite ship.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, he is stopping some people at least from shooting at her, because we see one of those Nikto dudes just running for his life because the ship is right behind him and it's just dropping rubble on him. Yeah. He's like, good God,
he did use the thrusters.
Can you please just shoot me with a laser and not crush me with a rock?
Dude, give me that Sizik. Give me that fucking size, that depth charge. Hit me with that. It'll obliterate me. And he uses his thrusters pretty well at one point to like knock everybody back, which I think is how she gets on the ramp.
Yeah, because he like tilts it and she sees it coming and moves out of the way.
Yeah.
But they get out of there, and we just basically cut to them chasing down the biker gang who are all fleeing, and he just fucking gloriously murders all of these dudes with everything in his arsenal. And I started saying earlier, and I think we switched, but this is a really cool scene. I love the idea, but it's partially not well executed because, again, being a full CG scene versus being like a volume scene, we've talked about this on some stuff, like it doesn't look as good.
The second they get hit with lasers, it is just CG. Give me dummies. Like, it's just CG fucking muck flying up and them flying off the fucking speeders.
Yeah, we just cut to a scene from the Clone Wars cartoon.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, it's.
I did like the shot though of like you see the shadow of the fucking slave one come up and you're like, oh, and you know that he meant this shit because he's using like the main lasers and it's doing great, and then he's like, you know what, rocket. I am going to waste the ordnance on you. You know why? Fuck you.
You killed a baby.
You can't. Yeah.
I always had one rule as a bounty hunter. No children.
But I'll change that rule if that baby's a dick.
Well, yeah. If it's that little Jabba baby, fuck that thing.
Ugh.
Don't worry. It looks like he'll be in our Mando and Grogu movie. So.
Yeah, Rhoda.
But he's going
to be all grossed up and gladiatorial.
Yeah, he's not just a ball of gross.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I found out Hutts often will stay in the, like, it's like a baby's, like a Joey pouch almost, for like 50 years.
Gross.
Because they lived, it's hypothesized that Hutts could live forever, but they either overeat or get killed because they're all gangsters. Even the old school ones were always warriors.
Okay, yeah. I just Googled it to see if there's like a rough average. And that's literally what it says. It's like Hutts have an average lifespan of around 1,000 years, but they can live for much longer. There's one called Zikros who lived to be 1,700 years old.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a good thing here. It's like their long lives allow them to create and maintain empires and execute long-term plans. Yeah.
Why do you think they've outlasted empires?
Yeah. But yeah, they get all fat and murdered. If you don't piss everyone off.
You know what? Last episode when Fennec is like, dude, we have to go after him. He says we have to go after him. And she's like, no, we can wait it out. You're going to wait out somebody that can live to be 1,000? They'll literally just wait for you to die.
I guess we don't know how old they are yet, but they can't be that old because they're Jabba's like cousins or brothers or something.
Something
related to Jabba.
Yeah, they're Hutts.
So that means like the 35-ish years or whatever. Or no, because he dies. Yeah, so the 35-ish years between episode 1 and episode 6 was like it's like he pissed someone off and then like a week later their kid came and killed him.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
So Boba Fett goes off to look for his armor in the Sarlacc pit, which didn't make sense to me, but I guess...
Yeah,
because he crawled out with it on, but I guess he was so... like in and out of consciousness and didn't know what happened, so maybe he doesn't know.
Very shell shock.
Yeah, he just knows he got out. He doesn't remember what happened. I guess.
You know what I would have preferred? Fuck the armor plot. I still have a score to settle. I know my armor's not in there. I want to fuck up this Sarlacc.
Yeah, I was gonna say because at least that's their whole thing is like because we saw the Sarlacc dead at some point.
Yeah. No. In Mandalorian Season 2, we have the greater crate dragon that took over Sarlacc hole.
Oh, okay. That's what I was thinking.
Because they were like, how big can this be? It's like big enough to fucking eat a Sarlacc. And so we looked up the anatomy of a Sarlacc for that episode, and they are crazy under the sand.
Okay. I was like, they're trying to explain how that Sarlacc's dead, but I guess that makes sense. All right.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I love that he's like, I'm not getting near this thing. So he just like brings the fire spray up and like pushes the front of it into the pit. Like, let me look around with this, which is a good call because the stupid beak fucking comes at him.
Yeah. It's like the anteater's nose.
And this is when Ming-Na Wen, I almost said May. I went fucking straight
This
all
is
the way
when-
back
This
to...
is when the cavalry.
This is when Agent May decides to drop the fucking depth charge on this thing.
She has no idea. She either has no idea what she's doing, or she has intimate knowledge of a fire spray. Maybe not the Slave One, but a fire spray. Because she's just like, this button. I'm pushing this fucking
It's
button
flashing.
right here. Don't push Dennis the Menace. You just got to push flashing buttons all the time.
Well, that's why when it happens, the depth charge falls out and the Sarlacc eats it, and it blows
just
up.
rolls off the fucking ship, by the way.
Yeah. And it blows up. It has the cool sound, and all the fucking dirt goes up around it and shit.
It
But
is one of the cooler ones, like you said, because it's not in space.
That's why it ends, though, with Boba Fett just being like, next time, don't touch my buttons.
There's 1,000 other ways we could have killed it. You chose that one. They got the
Because,
job done, man.
If that hadn't swallowed the depth charge, they would also be dead.
Yeah.
Or at least grievously injured.
Maybe she was trying to. She's like, I'm not getting eaten. I'm going out right now with a big bada boom. Oh, look at that. It worked.
I do like her thing, though. She takes off the seatbelt and, like, just falls to the front because they're face down. So she's just, like, climb back up.
That's why it's my favorite ship. Like, I know Millennium Falcon is awesome, and it's right up there, and I've gone back and forth, but it's the Slave One because it's just such a cool fucking design.
So he does go in looking for his armor, comes out covered in goo. I like how she just pours some water on it. I guess it's like an acid that's just neutralized by armor. You don't have to actually, or by water, you don't have to actually wash it off. Yeah. It becomes, the pH gets balanced out when you pour water on it.
Yeah, it's fine.
But she's like,
It's
dude,
not Fight Club.
she's like, because he comes out, he's like, nothing in there, just junk. And she's like, so don't do that anymore because you're going to die. Like,
You're going to get meat. More importantly, I'm going to die.
the Beskar served its purpose. It saved you from the fucking acid. So, and then this is, just to set it up, which we didn't need, she's like, you're going to need a Bacta tank. He's dreaming about when Fennec Shand told him he needed a Bacta tank while he's in the Bacta tank.
Meta.
So, that line I could have done without.
Hot
but it's
tub,
fine.
back to tank. Back to the future.
So they have a little conversation. This is the shot I showed earlier. They're chilling with the fire spray in the desert. About like, are you serious about forming your own house? And he's like, yeah.
She's like, I'm in, but like, I'll do jobs for you. I respect my freedom too much. She's like, I can give you something better. I can give you something that no fucking client or whatever gave you loyalty.
And I'll cut you in on the success, and I'll pledge my life to protect yours. And he does compliment her, because that's what I was about to say. Was like, he's like, I need brains and muscle, and you got both.
Yeah.
So, and he's like, yeah, that's when she tells him what everybody on the internet said. The Tuscans made you soft, and he's like, no, they made me strong. You can't
only go
survive
so
without a
far.
tribe.
It's like I always said, your vibe attracts your tribe. Well, you've never said that before, you liar.
Well, that's after he started wearing those toe shoes and playing a lot of hacky sack.
He's got some like live, laugh, love shit. Hunt, hurt, help.
His last little Back to the Future moment is replaying the Stinger scene from season 2 of Mando. He wakes up and the robot's like, good news, you're completely healed. It's a great timing because the next 2 episodes aren't about you.
We're actually out of flashbacks, so we're just gonna pull you out now. Is that chill? I forgot, like when we talked, we didn't bring it up, or I didn't bring it up last episode, talking about after Black Chrysanthemum like kicks everybody's ass a little bit. He's like,
Oh, that's because that's this episode. We talked about it last time, but it happens this time.
No, Black Chrysanthemum.
Oh, are you talking about in the club, or are you talking about in the?
No. In the
palace?
he goes to kill
Okay.
Boba Fett. Once they said like drop him in the pit, Boba Fett comes out in a Bacta robe. Like, he's straight up. I've never seen a bathrobe in Star Wars, and he comes out all fucking Hugh Hefner style. He's like, "Put that pig in the Bacta tank." It just kind of made me fucking laugh. Of this guy, like, I just got my ass kicked, but I need my Bacta robe.
Well, he's in his underwear, which don't exist in Star Wars, which means everybody can actually see his dick. This is just a Disney Plus censor.
You got to put pants on him. We can't show. We're not showing dick.
I guess that's why it's like
this isn't HBO, guys.
It's like midriff down to like mid thigh, because he's like, well, those aren't technically underwear; they're just weird shorts.
They're just really weird volleyball shorts. Oh, it's a lower half of a wetsuit. He was going surfing. He did grow up surrounded by waves and water.
Yeah, he took the top
And
off.
I ain't talking
and
New
was
Zealand.
But he asks about the major
Do you know the
domo.
name?
What?
The planet he's from.
God damn it!
I know you've gotten there
when they
before.
showed the flashback, and I went to write it down, and I was like, I'm just gonna skip this part because I can't remember. I wrote Waterworld at first.
I'll
It's
accept
called.
that answer.
It's called. Nope, I don't got it. It's something with a C.
Camino.
Camino. I kept wanting to say Corinthians, and I was like, that's a
I heard
Bible.
you say like, and I was like, oh, he might be able to get there again.
I wrote down Corinthian. I was like, that's the Bible. And then I wrote down Corellia, and I was like, that's spaceships.
That's Han
So,
Solo's home.
I know that.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Kaminoans.
You've gotten there before.
Yeah. I just
So-
couldn't get it this time. I wrote Waterworld, and then I was
You've
like,
been
no,
having
'cause
a-
then we're gonna talk about Kevin Costner.
You've been having a day for names and things.
I can remember names that have nothing to do with this. That's great. But
Like Agent
she
May.
talks about how he's exactly the major domo is singing like a yuzum, which I had to look up. The yuzum is Joe Yowza or whatever his name is, the singer, or maybe it's the woman, one of the singers from the Max Rebo band in the special edition.
So it's either the stupid long lip CG character or the honeycomb stupid CG character.
Yeah, I think it's the honeycomb guy because the name is Joe Joh
Okay.
Yowza, and Yowza sounds like a guy with a stupid fucking. I'm gonna Google Joe Yowza.
Either
yeah,
way-
it's the grumbly guy.
So either way, it's some stupid CG character that shouldn't exist.
I'm the guy that sings like this, kind of like.
No. Ooh, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, the worst part of that. Yeah,
Oh, she's just as bad.
she's bad. He's worse.
Yeah. All right.
He's like
okay.
the DJ Khaled of the Max Rebo band.
Another one. Another one.
But he does mention here, he's like, I need to go out there and show my face, like after all this shit went down, because power hates a vacuum, and we need people to know that I'm still here.
Yeah.
So we go to Garza Flip's club. This is when Black Chrysanthemum is he's just pissed off drinking. Like he's just sitting there just slamming this fucking stein and slamming it down and staring at these Trandoshans. And I was like, what did they do to him? Does he just racist against Trandoshans? But now I found out
Kinda.
that Trandoshans, well, I
But for
wouldn't call it,
purpose.
I wouldn't call it racist when their race was the one who just enslaved all of your race.
Well, so no, they didn't enslave
Oh,
them.
that
That's the
sounds
Empire.
really weird. That sounds almost real.
The Empire enslaved them. They hunted them.
Oh, okay.
I mean, especially towards the end, they helped the Empire, but like eventually the Empire was going to kill Trandoshans. Anyway, they have a religion where they believe in, I think it's either the gamekeeper or the scorekeeper is their deity, and you have to do all these fucking brave acts to get into whatever their afterlife is.
There is no Trandoshan, only Zul.
There's only Zul. But if you fall back to zero, you have to work your way fucking back up. Falling back to zero is doing something cowardly.
Oh, okay. Like hiding under a table when a giant Wookiee tries to kill you.
I think it's just smart, though. I'm like, that's not cowardly. That's just smart.
But I love that. Like he's just pissed off watching these Trandoshans have a good time, so he just starts beating the shit out of them. And Boba Fett comes in. He's just watching, like
Not
just
my fight.
smiling, just kind of smirking, like, all right,
Yeah.
fuck a Trandoshan.
Let's see where this goes.
And Black Chrysanthemum holds this one up. Oh, right before that,
he beats
it's
the fuck
one
out of all four of these guys.
But the one he holds up has that classic like bar brawl moment of like somebody smashing a bottle over the guy who's too big, and he just gives that slow turnaround, and the guy's like, "Uh-oh."
Like should have had a little pee running down his leg.
I mean, maybe they did, but we don't know where their pee comes out. so
Trandoshans,
it's like-
Trandoshans pee out of a very different area.
his shoe just filled with liquid. It was weird.
Why's the collar of your shirt a little fucking wet?
This is when the stunning Jennifer Beals shows back
Woo.
up, and she's trying to talk him down.
She's like,
She
look,
starts
you were
out.
a great gladiator.
She's
You were-
buttering him up.
You were feared by everybody, revered by more. You know, fucking thousands used to come and chant for you. But you're better than that now. We're not that guy anymore. Now we're cool. Also, you've run up quite a bar tab, by the way.
Yeah, because she can see it's not working, and she's like, I'll waive your bar tab if you don't kill everyone in this room. And he just looks at her, looks at the Trandoshan, and just rips this dude's fucking arm off.
Just one.
Pops down a bunch of money and walks out. Like, nah, I'm gonna... We heard Han Solo talk about it. Now we saw it.
Yeah.
A Wookiee ripping a dude's arm off.
Yeah, because we don't really see it in Solo. We see the aftermath where Chewie's just holding 2 arms.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you know, and I'm sure that you don't because you've enjoyed having sex instead of reading Star Wars books. Trandoshans can regrow limbs. He's fine. I mean, he's not fine. It's going to hurt, and it's going to be a while, but...
Well, maybe that's why he did it. He's like, okay, I'm agreeing. He left half his bar tab on the table.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
He's like...
I'll cover my bar tab, no tip. You know why? That bartender's Trandoshan. Fuck him.
I ripped off his arm. He's going to get it back. But I still got my satisfaction. Here's half what I owe you.
Look, I know he can't play cards at your casino anymore, but you guys have a slot machine, right? You just need the one arm for that.
And it's a good comedy line from Boba Fett here because he's like, it was worth a shot. And she just kind of shrugs. That's exactly the shot here. She's just like, well.
Ooh, it is worth a shot. My God.
And we get confirmation that this little elephant dude is Max Rebo.
Yeah.
Because she says, hit it, Max.
Yep.
And walks out.
I thought the same thing. I was like, if we, people always wondered if he ever got off the ship. Right here.
Yeah, so we know that Max Rebo, Bib Fortuna, technically Boba Fett, and then, of course, the prisoners are the ones who live. Did anybody else make it off?
Mara Jade, who's a name you won't know unless you read a bunch of the...
That's Luke's sister?
No, girlfriend.
Girlfriend. Okay, I knew it was something to do with Luke and the Legends.
She was the Emperor's hand, so she was like a secret apprentice, and her big thing was trained, I think, to kill Luke.
Oh, so she's like Star Killer?
Yeah, but
In the-
hot.
Yeah.
And her and Luke end up brawling, and then she turns, and I believe they have babies, and their babies have babies.
Oh, so it's like the first scene or the early scene there in Expendables 4 where Jason Statham is fighting that chick and then they fuck?
Expendables 4?
Or 3? Which one was that? I think it's 4. Where they start out fighting and then they have... Yeah, whatever.
Is
It's
him
the
and
girl
Megan
he's...
Fox?
Yeah, it might be Megan Fox.
I think that's 4. I haven't
It
seen
is. My wife just yelled at me and confirmed it is.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I didn't see it. That is the trailer for Expendables 4.
Mm-hmm.
Was them fight fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then 50 Cent shows up.
Does he?
Not in
That's
this.
dumb.
Not in this.
He's one of the Trandoshans. It's the one that Black Chrysanthemum shot 5 times in the face or whatever happened.
Oh, no, you killed 50 credits. What's going to happen now?
So we have the meeting of the 5 families. I know it's 3, but I have gathered you all here today.
Why is your mob boss Trump?
I mean,
Tomato.
Tell me that
The 5 families consist of Elon, Putin,
Marlon Brando. Jesus Christ, this is not my day.
You
Tell me
what?
that Marlon Brando wasn't just looking into the future and doing a Trump.
That's true. Or Trump watched that movie. He's like, that's a great voice, great affectation.
Let
I'm
me
going to
put
go ahead
cotton
and
balls
do
in
that
my
the rest
mouth.
of my life. Put cotton balls in my what?
Put
Not
them in
putting
my
balls in my
ass?
mouth.
No, in your mouth, sir. I'm pretty sure you said in my ass. They're the greatest cotton balls.
Some wonderful cotton balls on both sides of my body.
He puts them in both ends. Anyway, here's the meeting of the families. He's like, dude, we can have a mutually beneficial relationship. You know, like we'll team up against the Pikes or whatever. They have a lot of, it's mostly the dog man, the Clatoonian.
Yeah.
Only reason I got that one, don't be too proud, is because Phil Lamar, as the last episode, also voices the Clatoonian boss in this episode.
Okay.
And I know he wasn't the Trandoshan, and he wasn't just making grumble noises like the Aqualish guy.
Look at you,
So-
though. You're getting some fucking things down. I know you didn't have to look up Aqualish.
I'm not going to lie, subtitles.
But you pulled it another episode where I did the what's it called, and you're like, Aquilish?
Yeah, I know, but it's a
So
day-to-day
you've
thing.
Pulled it before. Well, not today.
It's kind of like when I'm at work and people come up to close their tabs, and they're people who've been there every Friday for the last 5 years, and all of a sudden I'm like, what was the name on the tab again?
Yeah. Just
So.
don't get offended. Understand our brains are fucking fried.
Look, I drank a lot yesterday.
I drank a lot today. I'm going to drink a lot tomorrow. I think you just drink a lot, dude.
No. But one of the things he says first is like, what's to stop us from killing you and just taking what we want? And
This is cool.
That's a great part, because he says that and the Rancor is just like, fuck you.
Whapa! Like fucking shoves his giant nails through the grate. Like, you're going to what to my papa? What are you going to do to daddy? He brings me treats and num-nums, gives me belly rubs. Anytime that I stretch, he tells me what a good stretch. What a big stretch. Dude, I would have a Rancor all day.
Dude, that's fucked up, because I do that shit to my dog. I get home and she's like stretching and I'm like, that's such a good girl.
Oh, it's illegal not to.
Like, nobody tells me that when I get out of bed and I'm trying to make my back stop cramping.
That's because your stretches aren't good. You make noises.
I mean, she does too. She's like,
Cute noises.
yeah, that's fair.
You
Mine
have to
just
say good
grunts.
stretch. If you don't say good stretch or good girl or big stretch, any of those combinations, the government can come take your dog or cat away. That's
Nobody
the
ever
law.
tells me when I do a good poop either.
You don't make good poops.
Not since I started drinking whiskey.
Surviving a diet of red meat and Miller High Life. I've had a solid shit in years.
But then the next thing is the guy's like, well, why should we spill blood for a rivalry between you and the Pikes? Like, we're making money either way.
Okay, you know what? You're right. I'll take care of it. Just don't team up with them when they come to ask you. Just stay out of it is all you can do.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't get involved, and you can keep all your shit. And all the stuff I just said, still active if you don't fuck with me.
All right, I'll drink to that.
And they do all agree, and he says it as they're leaving, because Fennec Shand's like, do you trust them? And he's like, I trust that they're going to work in their own self-interest, which would be...
And
like,
what I'm giving them is better than the fucking cartel.
Well, and they're not stupid enough to not realize that the Pikes are going to take their shit eventually too.
Yeah.
It's just right now that they're not threatening them, so they're not going to worry about it.
But I think he's wrong. I think they end up turning.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember, but
Pretty sure.
how
they do.
else do you have a conclusion of a television show?
Just turn off the camera.
Oh yeah.
walk
Oh, like
away, dude.
Sopranos.
Yeah. Just
Turn off the
stop.
camera.
Just stop.
But she's like, it's going to cost a lot of money to get the muscle we need. And he's like, oh, or she says it's going to cost a lot of money for this war. And he's like, I have credits. It's the muscle I'm short on.
Dude, she says it like it's a reveal. She's like, do you know that with credits you can get muscle?
Well, the only reason that line is there is for the musical cue, right?
Yeah.
She's like, with enough credits, you can buy muscle.
If you know where to look. Let's go check with Mando.
Yep.
He's about to be flying here anyway.
So you know what that means, guys. That means it's the end of this episode. But next episode, we'll be talking about Chapter 5, The Return of the Mandalorian.
Woo.
I usually save that for the end, but it just fit in. So you final thoughts about this one? I mean, better than episode 3, right?
Definitely better. I didn't like the Disney-ish like silliness of it, but I get it because they're going for mass appeal. It's not the Boba Fett show I wanted per se, but it's what I got, and I'm gonna enjoy what I can from it. Just because I criticize things and dislike parts of it doesn't mean I don't love it. Have you ever dated? Have you ever been in a relationship? You're not gonna love everything. You gotta have criticisms.
Yeah.
There's rough spots, and that's fine.
It's what really pisses me off about the internet people. We talk about all the time. It's like, Star Wars. Nobody hates Star Wars like a Star Wars fan.
Nobody.
And it's like, just you can dislike things and still enjoy the franchise. And
Yeah.
this is one of those things. Like, there are moments throughout this series to enjoy. There are moments that are stupid and cringeworthy. And I've said it in the last 2 episodes, things that are, I think, good ideas that are very poorly executed.
The mods are good. I think the mods are a good idea.
it's about the execution, but you can still enjoy the rest of the stuff around it. There's still good stuff to be had here. There's still fleshing out the universe. They're still telling a story. And some people just don't want to flesh out the universe, and that's fine too, but that's not what Star Wars is. Like, I don't need every movie that I love to have prequels and sequels and TV series that explain all the stuff about it. I mean, I lived for a large chunk of my life, not most anymore, but a large chunk of my life with nothing more than the first 3 Star Wars movies.
Absolutely.
I never read a book. I never watched a cartoon. I never saw any the holiday special, which doesn't really flesh anything out.
I got into the books later in life, like maybe, well, like high school or junior high, but yeah.
But still like right before the prequels and stuff. So it's like, but it's like you spent a large chunk of life just having those 3 movies, and that was fine. But they decided this is a world they're going to flesh out, and I can't complain too much about getting more flesh.
And maybe
speaking of more flesh,
can't complain. Maybe Star Wars is a fucking unique beast too, because it's been going so long and there's so many offshoots. But just maybe, not every property is for you. Yeah. You know, it's very much like we talked about the Miss Marvel show. They didn't make that for me. They didn't make that for a fucking 40-something-year-old male. Forgot my age real quick. If I was in my fucking teens or whatever, I'd give it a fucking watch and watch it with that kind of fucking eye. That's maybe Boba Fett's supposed to be a family show for the most part, except for Jennifer and her Beals.
Well, yeah, if I'm a 17-year-old girl who's into comic books, Miss Marvel's for me.
Yeah. As
a 40-year-old man, it's not.
So instead of me complaining about Miss Marvel's and being like, "Oh, that was a trash show," I just didn't really. I'm not going to review it.
The problem is, and I don't remember if it was this episode or the last one, because again, we recorded them together. We talked about budgets. It's like the problem is they need everyone to love it because they're spending so much fucking money. It's like, well, stop spending so much money. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
go for a smaller, more loyal audience.
The whole idea of computer stuff was that it was supposed to be cheaper, but then you tried to make it more and more and more real, and you had to hire 10,000 people to do every scene, and it gets too expensive, and then you don't make any money because
you want to make money.
You spent. Let's say you spent $200 million and you only made $100 million. $100 million is a lot of money.
You want to make that money back? Merchandise: Jennifer Beals action figures, Jennifer Beals cardboard cutouts.
Jennifer Beals real dolls.
For posable, wink, for posable photo ops only, Derek.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm being disgusting. I want to respect the woman, but she's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. I'm being jokingly sleazy. Like, you want Disney to make their money back, dude. Give us fucking this as much as you can. As many different things you can with this character on it.
And that's the thing, though, is just anything that's associated with the Book of Boba Fett, people just like, fuck it, who cares? I mean, we talked about it when we did our live. Well, we talked about when we did our live stream of The Mandalorian and Grogu, which, by the way, is now available on everywhere that we are available. You know, so you can get it
anywhere
on your
you can find podcasts.
Whatever. Yeah, but we talked about it there. The moment that trailer came out, every comment was just like trash. It's like, it's a teaser trailer. How could you possibly judge it? Yeah.
People have this, I think it's a false sense of ownership because it's not your Star Wars. And when it is your Star Wars, we get episode 9.
If you want it to be your Star Wars, change your name to Timothy Zahn and write some fucking books.
Yeah, there you go. Go create your own Star Wars. I put it in my notebook.
But yes, that is it for this week. Next week, we will be talking about Chapter 5, The Return of the Mandalorian. So Mandalorian Season 2.5 starts next week. Much like the direct-to-video sequels of Lion King and Cinderella and all that stuff that we talked about with our friend Vern on Leprechaun 3.
Great fun time.
Don't forget to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/worstpeople. You can get these episodes early and ad-free, plus a bunch of other content for Bad Movies, Worst People. And, of course, I have to thank Magilla Gorilla. And, again, go check him out on Spotify or... he's probably Bandcamp, maybe. Like, all the stuff. Gripes with an exclamation point. Gripes.
And I think he's got a new album in the cooker, so...
Go check him out. Support him. He's a great musician. He did our opening and closing music here. Plus, we've had him on the show before.
Hey, he's fucking great.
So, until next week, when we talk about The Mandalorian Season 2.5, I've been Derek.
I'm Jack.